Okay, so I'm going to dive into this worksheet real quick. All right, so this is the contract, and I'm going to start at the top and just kind of hone in on it here, zoom in so you can see it better. But at the top is the length of the contract, the objective, the purpose, and the contract dates. And so in this case, the Queen's Court of Sharing, the purpose is to grow my unit and discover offspring. That is my intention. And the length of the contract is 10 months because we're starting now. September 1st to June 30th is the dates. Okay. Then, so what do we need to do in order to get that? Well, we know that Queen's Court of Sharing is 24 qualified, Great Start qualified. And so we're going to say, I'm going to show you in a minute why, but 30 is going to be the goal, 30 new personal team members in the next 10 months, which would be just 3 a month. If we go by the average at 1 in 5, we'll say yes. Then that would be a total of 150 interviews, personal interviews between now and the end of June. Then if you want to figure out the number of faces, the averages that I use, I say I don't necessarily want to interview every single person that I facial, and not everybody will say yes, but I say 60% will. So if I want to do 150 interviews, then I want to focus in on 200 faces total, which is 25 a month. If your average is 4 faces per party, then that's a total of 63 parties, or 6 to 7 per month. Not that many. In order to yield 150 team building appointments and 30 team members. All right. So, of course, because we're doing faces, we're going to sell product as well. And so, you can see here, if I do 250 faces with an average of $75 a face, then my total from new faces is $18,750 in retail sales, and my sales income from the sales is $93.75. Okay, so if I were just to do the sales side and not focus in on the team building, or if my intention was the sales first, then my income would pretty much be that, right, for the whole year. But if you are also team building, then here are the results. With 30 personal team members in the year, you're going to have 60,000 wholesale. Based on 2,000, an average of 2,000 inventories, our average in our James area, right there. And then I said, what if we just focused in on 80% of the women that we bring in come in Great Start qualified? It gives us a little bit of margin for the women that we bring in that maybe we thought we're going to do something but don't. Okay, so then the results from your personal sales, you're going to contribute $93.75 wholesale to your production as well. And then next part is the income. All right, so here's the income that comes from that. So based on the team building side, 60,000 wholesale production, personal team. You're going to have your 13% check on 60,000 is 7,800. Your unit volume commission is 13% is 7,800. Your 10% bonus, 6,000. Your personal team building bonus is $100 times 24, because remember we have 80% of them are Great Start qualified, so it's $2,400. And then the unit development bonus that comes alongside that as well, when you have at least 4 new in the month. 4 qualified is you're gonna have 24, so it's $2,400. So your team building subtotal is $26,400 in the next 10 months. Okay, and then in addition to that, of course, you have your sales. So you have your income from your sales is $93.75. Your unit volume commission that comes along your personal reorder is $1218.75. So your personal sales subtotal is $10,593. Okay, I don't normally separate them when I'm figuring out my paycheck, but I did in this case because I wanted you to see sales by itself. My personal sales, $10,593. Income from my team building is double that. So so awesome. And this is on top of what your unit is doing, obviously. So, all right, next is the time invested. So, if we figure 3 hours per party, and that is not for the party, but also your booking, your drive time, all of those things. So 63 parties at 3 hours per party is 189 hours total. And if we just pretend, I know this is not always the case, but that you're going to do 150 individual 1-hour team building appointments to go to do your interviews, then the total number of hours spent on Queen's Quota sharing is 339 hours in the next 10 months. Total estimated hours is 34. Hours per month is 34, which means that you're spending 9 hours a week towards your Queen's Quota sharing. So this is your personal business. 9 hours a week still gives you plenty of time, even if you're working a 20-hour work week, gives you plenty more time to work with your unit as well, in addition. All right, so then total projected income is 26,400 plus 10,593 is 36,993 and 75 cents. So your estimated income based on you focusing on Queen's Quota sharing is $3,700 a month, and your estimated hourly rate, and all I did was take the $3,700 a month and divide it by 34 hours in a month, because that's what you're spending on this, and you're getting paid $108 an hour if this is your focus. Okay, then the last part of this is we could stop there because that's pretty awesome on top of what you already have going. But you know that our intention is growth. And so if we take the results from team building and the results from our sales and put it here, and we do our multiplication, right, like Stacy teaches us, we take our personal team members of 30 of them and focus on, with each one, doing our pearls and maximizing Great Start Keep Selling. If that's our focus, and I know that doesn't mean that we'll get everybody on board, but if we focus on it, and we have 24 that are Great Start qualified. So I just kind of did a scenario here. If five of my 24 went ahead and did 15 pearl calls, then we would have 5 new reds, right? Because 15, 3 new team members, 5 reds, and 19 of my 24, since they're Great Start qualified, that means that they are in movement, right? Those are people that are working. Then 19 new with just doing 5 pearl calls. Let's just assume they get 1 each. Then you have 19 more new and 19 new seniors. So that is on top of your 30 personal, 24 qualified, you now added 34 new unit members in addition that came from your new. So they're not from your unit currently, they're from the ones that you're bringing in. That's an additional 68,000 wholesale, and that's 34 times 2,000 wholesale. Okay. Next, the other side of it. So if we focus on 2 things, pearls and power starts, because we're going to get them comfortable with the product as well. So if we focus on 24 of them focusing on the power start, and I'm going to say in 32 faces so that it's an even number, 8 faces a week times 4 weeks, at $75 a face is $2,400 retail, and let's just say only half of them do it. 12 consultants at $2,250 is $28,800 retail. So this is a total of $14,400 wholesale added to your production for the year. I will put all this so that you can do it slower. So the results from the Queen's Code of Sharing focus is you're going to have personal team members a total of 30, unit members through the multiplication is an additional 34. So in the next 10 months, could you get excited about adding 65 new unit members? Your wholesale production from personal new is 60,000. From your personal reorders is 93.75. From unit new is 68,000 wholesale, and from unit reorders, because they're doing power starts, is 14,400. So that would be 151,775 wholesale. Who knows what that means? From your focused Queen's Quota sharing and multiplying the women that you bring in, that would mean that you would finish at the 300,000 unit club, and that is on top of what your current unit is already doing. So if your unit is doing, if there's no one else working in your unit, you're at minimum 300,000. If your unit is already doing a lot more than that, then this is on top of that. How exciting is that? Okay, so that's what I have for you. I hope that it helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and yay, let's go team.